I think we are live, and I think I've done all the settings correctly, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out momentarily when some of you make it in here. Hello, hello, hello. Barbara, nice to see you, Barbara. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Lots of familiar faces here. And the other Barbara's here too. How are you, Barbara? Hello, Washington. How are you? Oh, Mary's here. How are you doing, Mary? Ruth, Beth, Leon, Lisa, Jamie. You know, I don't do these very often, these live streams very often, so when I do them, I always think, oh, well, it's a holiday weekend, that's when I usually do them. I think, well, probably people will be busy and nobody will come in, and then I can just have like 3 people in here and be able to keep up, but already I can tell I'm not going to be able to keep up. I'm glad you're doing well, Barbara. Hey, Vanda. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of these live streams, you know. Minton, how's it going? Chapstick? Sylvie from Canada, how's it going? Hey, Drew, doing okay. Thanks, I just got my lights set up to make it a little more appealing. It's not a whole lot nice to look at here. You love the live streams, Barbara, but I really don't. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? I'm missing a bunch of people, I think. Karen, you finally caught alive? Good, good. Jefferson, all the way out in Miami. Larry, how's Oregon doing, Larry? Hey, Glow from Santa Rosa. I was just talking to some locals here, and they're from the Santa Rosa area, so we were talking about things. Because I've kind of become a part-time Santa Rosa local, at least the last 2 winters I've been. Camper Fanatic, how's it going? Oh, thank you, Chrissy. Feeling a little bit better, so. Well, I picked a noisy place to park though, didn't I? I don't know if you can tell how noisy it is, but awfully noisy. Hey, Chippy's here. How's it going, Chippy? I picked a good color today, the blue. Donna Tree, yeah, thanks a lot. I am feeling a bit better. Yeah, Vanda, the new van's taken care of me pretty good, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. Hey, Calvin. I'm on a stage with a drum set. I wouldn't know what to do with a drum set. I couldn't carry a tune in a bushel basket, as they say. Hey, Madison. Michelle, how's it going? T-Gal, how are you? Leon, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Leon. I'll get back to regular videos later this week. It's always kind of weird to put up a regular video during holiday weeks because usually people are busy and they don't watch. So I try to do live streams on holiday weeks, even though the holiday's at the end of the week here, but I just thought, you know, this will work, I guess. Hello from Warner Robins. I'm not sure where Warner Robins is. I'll have to look that up later. I do replay the lives. I have the lives that'll go up later after they're done. So, you know, you can watch them later too. Eunice from rainy Texas, how's it going? Hey, Chandra from Florida. Thank you so much. I don't know quite how to pronounce your name. Belphagora? Belphagora? Is that right? Belphagora Strange. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you too. Hey, Silver Wings. Is it cold back east? It's been pretty nice here on the West Coast. In fact, it seems like it's been warmer than anticipated. That should change at any moment, though, and not as much rain as I was expecting yet. But I mean, again, that'll change pretty quickly here, probably within the week or so, I would think. Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Is that a real place? We have our Thanksgiving so late this year. Is that compared to Canada, I'm guessing? Thomas Stearns, how's it going, man? Simple and Sweet Shares. I am drinking back to my regular, it's my favorite fog line coffee, and I'm just doing the regular bag of decaf. This bag is kind of old because I was off of coffee for a while, but I finally cracked into it this last week, and it's a little stale, but it's still pretty good. Hey, Julie. How's Julie Ann? How's it going? Ontario. Talk about cold, right? Scott Warwick, you're moving to Crescent City. You know, I have a friend that lives in Crescent City, and so I'm always careful not to say too many things about it. It's a beautiful area. It's a great place if you like the coast and if you like the mountains, because they've got lots of nice mountains and lakes and streams and all kinds of things around there, but it's not really my favorite place. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a little different. It's kind of cut off out there. It's, you know, you got to drive forever to get out there. The nice thing is you're really close to Oregon, so you can pop over the border and get gas for about 10 cents less. Although I think if you get it at the casino just outside of town, that would be just south of town, I guess. I think it's actually cheaper than driving to Oregon. But beautiful area, Crescent City. Yeah, I am. I'm drinking coffee again, Barbara. Back to the coffee. Hey, Tim. I will try to keep it coffeeed. Yes, Tim. I will do my best. Digital Nomad, you're drinking some eggnog. Yeah, this is the season for it, isn't it? I guess I did see some in the store the other day. It didn't even occur to me that that's not always available. I kind of looked at it and didn't even think about it. Hello, Marianne. Happy holidays to you too, Ryan. 18 degrees tomorrow night. Eey. They had, the forecast is showing, I think, a low of 36 later this week, but then when I checked it this morning, it wasn't anywhere near that low. So we are going to get some cooler weather, but it looks like it's not going to be that cold quite yet. Hey Ruth, how's it going? Oh, cold in Kentucky too, yeah. Cold everywhere, I guess, except really here. Oh no, this is not a wandering dream. This is my coffee. I'm sipping on some coffee. It's hard to sip on coffee and talk at the same time. I should just put it down, I guess. I am feeling much better, yeah. Thanks, everybody. You cooked a turkey today. All right. I guess it's about that time, yeah. Oh, Camper Fanatic, yeah, Kicking Horse. I know them. I think that's a Canadian brand, isn't it? She took the long way home. How's it going? Ooh, 40s by day and 30s by night. 30s a little chilly for me. I don't mind 40s quite so much, but 30s is a little chilly for me. Hey, thanks, Coastline Kid. I appreciate that. Betty Roberts, yeah, that's it. I don't believe in stealth camping at all. So yeah, I was in LA recently. Well, LA and Orange County recently. Well, that would have been in the spring, so not that recent. But yeah, I just park, and I do the thing that I always do. I leave my doors open as much as I possibly can, so that everybody that is on the street that I'm parking on knows that I'm living out of my vehicle. It's just safer that way. I find if people don't know that I'm in my vehicle, sometimes they might try to break in. But when people know that I'm in my van, then nobody wants to break in. Because they don't know, if you're crazy or if you've got something to defend yourself. So I just like everybody to know that I'm in my van. That's, so that's what I do, no matter where I am. You're at the beach in the Texas Gulf. That sounds good. Sounds good to me entirely. Hey, J.R. Ravens here. How's it going? I like French press coffee, although I use an AeroPress, and so it gives you kind of that same kind of deep, bold flavor that a French press does, except that because it has a paper filter in it, you don't get the little pieces of grit in your coffee cup. So yeah, I prefer the AeroPress over a French press, but yeah, French press is good. Thank you, Melinda Jordan. I hope you have a good holiday too. She took the long way home. No, I don't celebrate any holidays at all. I'm kind of just out of all of that entirely. I have to be if I'm a minimalist. And I won't be visiting family this year. I'm trying to stay up north this year. So I've got family down south and I've got family back east. But no, I'm just staying in California for the meantime. Hey, James from Tennessee, how's it going? Hey, Angela's here. How's it going, Angela? I've been drinking coffee the last few days. My old bag of coffee is a little bit stale, so it's not fantastic, but I'm drinking it because, I have it. Should use it up. Have I made those biscuits again? No, I haven't made biscuits in a little while. I was thinking I need to get some heavy cream and make some. We've got really good sourdough bread where I'm at here, and so I just been buying sourdough because that's kind of my preference. But I should make some biscuits at some point. Nothing like biscuits. No, Joseph Spinelli, I won't ever go to the RTR again, and I probably will never go to Quartzsite again. It's just a little too busy for me. Plus, I just want to stay up north. Not too interested in going to the desert. There's actually some desert here just to the east of where I am. So, I mean, if I just drive east a little bit, I can drive for an hour and get to some desert without having to drive, whatever that is to Quartzsite, 15 hours or something. Well, I hope you're staying warm there, A Wandering Dream. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Crazy Wisdom. I appreciate it. And Valley, I think the two vent fans are fine. I'll talk about that on an upcoming video here. Probably be out next Monday. I would like one more, just because I think in the summertime, occasionally, I get stuck in an area that gets a little bit warm, and I kind of wished it had a little bit more airflow. But yeah, the two is good. I do have floor vents as well, so I think you're gonna have to take those into consideration as well, because I've got the two vents on the roof, and then I've got a bunch of floor vents. They're only about an inch or an inch and a quarter round holes, but they do help quite a bit too. So they're kind of equal. All of those are kind of equal to one of the 6-inch vents, I think, or just about, So I kind of have 3 vents really. But more venting is better. I mean, I sit with my door open a lot. If it's really raining hard, I have to close the door, and that's one of those things I don't like to do. So if I am stuck in a really heavy rain and I got to close the door, that's another time where I kind of wished I had a third vent on the roof and maybe even more floor vents. So that's something I'll be working on this year. Frosty McFrostface, how's it going? You're using your diesel heater. I'm sure that is quite necessary up there. Hey, Gian, how's it going? I'm way behind on the chat here, I think. I'm sorry. I'm reading as fast as I can, which is not nearly fast enough. You celebrate food, J.R. Raven? Yeah, that's a good idea. I probably won't make anything entirely different than what I normally make. But yeah, making something good when we have time to, because everything's closed down, so you got time to cook something festive. I think that's a good idea. Although I won't be making turkey because I don't eat birds. I don't care if it's a chicken or a turkey. I don't eat either one of them. Yeah, Scott Warwick, I've been to Brookings many times. I think I've got some videos about my times in Brookings, or they might be members only videos. I forget. No, I think I've got at least one video. Yeah, at least one or two videos about Brookings. Oh, you're gonna stay up in the Pacific Northwest too? She took the long way home. I mean, I guess it depends on where you are in New Mexico. It gets cold down there too. I can remember being in New Mexico and being awfully cold in the wintertime a couple of times. Chrissy, I don't know. I was kind of hoping to be up there already and then kind of come back to California here. But yeah, I don't know if I'll get up there this year. We'll see how things go. I've got a lot of stuff I got to take care of. And I kind of lost some time the last couple of months because I wasn't feeling so good. So I'm kind of behind on a lot of things. So it's changed my plans a little bit. Galaxion, how's it going? Oh, your daughter-in-law's making sourdough. That must be nice. Hopefully you can ask her for some sourdough, put in an order, and she'll fill it for you, right? I have to rely on the grocery store, and then half the time I get there that they're sold out. I went there, was that like 4 days ago? I went to the grocery store, gone. All the sourdough was gone. They had other stuff, the other bread that they sell from the same company, but all the sourdough sold out. Hey, Sheena from Italy, how are you? I don't know if you should drink coffee right now, Sheena, if it's in the middle of the night. Oh, Digital Nomad, you've got a Max Air Dome fan too, huh? I'm not super happy with mine, but they're doing the job, and I like the fact that I can put my solar panels up over top of them. So, that's what I wanted with them. So they're doing the job that I needed them to do. I don't know what a Mariners or Giants is, honestly. Is that, I'm gonna guess it's baseball, but that's just a guess. I don't know. No, I haven't made enchiladas either, Chrissy. It's about time for enchiladas, I think. Oh, you're in Hoquiam. Yeah. I was checking your weather out. We get kind of the same weather here, down here, even though we're several hundred miles south of you. But if it's raining up where you are, it's usually raining down here too. But I like Hoquiam. It's a nice area. How far off am I here? Boy, I need to start reading faster, don't I? Hello, Maine. Nice to see you here. Snow tonight. Ew. See, I don't mind cold, but I don't like snow. Hey, Gail, down in Sac, are ya? You know, Gail, I eat pretty good every day, so yeah. It's just sometimes I get distracted because stores are open, and so I get doing stuff. But it is nice when everything's closed down and I just have time to just sit and think, hey, what else can I do other than walk to the store? Hello, Bakersfield. Or Cindy, there you go. How's it going, Cindy? Thank you, Yin Yachts. Thank you so much. Stumbling over my words here. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Sunny Days. Thank you, Kelsey. Yeah, the van's getting cozy. I've got some work to do. It's kind of what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. If you were here and heard me say that, I'm kind of behind on things that I need to get done, but we're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting there. Sourdough in California that's baked in a charcoal wood oven. I've heard of some places. I have not been there. They're usually like out in little mountain towns that I've heard of places that do that. I can't remember offhand where those are, but I've never been close enough to get any of it. It does sound good though, doesn't it? It would probably be extra tasty. Galaxion, have I ever been to Canada? Yeah, I've been there many times. I got a bunch of friends up there. This is, oh, I can't take it off. Well, I've got a sticker up of one of my friends, although it's his oldest sticker. It says Van City Van Life. He changed his name now. He changed his channel name to the Chrome Project. So now my sticker, people won't know what it means or who it's referring to. But yeah, I got a bunch of friends all over Canada, but mostly around Vancouver. Violet, how's it going, Violet? Barbara is a multitasker. She's great at doing that stuff. Oh, wow, that's great, Brian Cox. I wish you well. I know your area very well, too. I used to do laundry in University Place all the time because I was working in Puyallup, so it was kind of my area for like 4 years. And best of luck to you with starting van life on the 5th. Wow, that's right around the corner. Hello, Michael Whalen. Just lucky. How's it going? You're on the coast. I hope it's treating you well there on the Oregon coast. Oh, Angela, thank you so much. It's really nice of you, Angela. I appreciate that, Angela. I'll go over. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll go over to Fogline. I need to talk to them about something. I want to ask them a favor, so I'll go over and get some fresh coffee. I appreciate that, Angela. Really, it's very nice of you. Your fifth cup of the day. Wow. There was a time I drank that much coffee. I don't seem to anymore, but now that it's getting colder, maybe I will get back to 5 or 6 cups of coffee a day or more. Well, finding Gina, that sounds like a good trip. I hope you have fun there. Sandra from Grants Pass, how's it going? Miss Perion, hello to you. Hey, Susie. How are you? Oh, Seattle Mariners, yeah. I don't follow baseball. You know, my grandfather loved baseball, and I just could not get into it. Donna Nichols, how are you? No, we started at 4:30. I always try to start these at the regular time. I always put my videos up at 4:30, so I just figure just do the same thing. Hey, CDM Books, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Rob on the Path. No, I don't. I don't think I'd be interested in a hybrid Sienna. I kind of like the older ones because they're a little bit simpler. The new Siennas kind of scare me. There's just so many electronics and things. This van's got too many electronics as it is. I was looking at the older ones, but they those kind of scared me because they, all of the older ones that had less electronics than this one did had, 1 million miles on them, and I thought, that's maybe it'll keep on running, but I just didn't want to have a money pit of a car, so I settled on this one. But yeah, I don't know, the new ones, they kind of scare me. All new cars kind of scare me. I've been to New York City one time. That was good enough for me. I don't think I'll ever go back. I'm a West Coast guy, It's hard for me to get away from the West Coast. Templar Girl, thank you. Hope your evening's going well too. I'm hoping to do more traveling campervanatic, but I mean, I have my favorite places that I like to be, so probably I'm just going to enjoy getting out to some of the places around here where I'm at that I haven't really gotten a chance to go do. Like I never really go up into the mountains or go over the mountains into the desert on the other side. I now have the opportunity to do that where I really couldn't do it anymore or, before. So yeah, I don't plan on doing a ton more driving, but we'll see. I'd like to. Charles, yeah, I haven't gotten any Olympia coffee. I'll save that for when I'm back up in Washington, or should I say Seattle. I don't know if I've tried their Ethiopian, at least not for a long time anyway. Everything Olympia Coffee makes is good. I have kind of like 3 favorite coffee roasters. So there's Fogline, which is my absolute favorite. And then Olympia would be a second, right behind Fogline. And then there's that bigger company whose name escapes me right now, but they make a really good Ethiopian coffee, whatever that name of that company is. Groundwork, I really like their Ethiopian. Oh, right, I've forgotten about your wrist. I'm glad to hear you're healing up, Violet. I hope that is healing up and you're not in any pain. It's getting chilly where you are, Susie? Yeah. We're starting to get chilly here. Actually, we had, the other night it was like 41 degrees, I think. And I didn't realize it. I looked at my weather app and I saw that it was going to be cool, and I didn't realize it was going to be that cool. So, yeah. But you know, we'll get back to the rainy season too here, which is what I'm hoping for. I like the cool. I don't like the cold. But hey, Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, Lisa. You know my problem is I never get around to actually calling you. So if you do have a spare minute, you can definitely call or text me, and I'll be happy to meet up. You don't drink coffee, Joanne? That's okay. That's all right. I know not everybody drinks coffee, but I try to make up for it. Old school is new school. I will have a dedicated heater video next Monday, so I'm going to show how I have it mounted in this van and just talk a little bit more about it. But that'll be up next Monday. Hey Ty, how's it going, man? Happy Turkey Day to you too. Yeah, I was hoping to get up there to Washington this year, but just didn't quite work out. Although, you know, this year isn't over yet, right? So who knows? Maybe I can make it up to the great state of Seattle. Oh, I missed a... Thank you, Jason Cope. That's very nice of you. I missed that somehow. Thank you so much. Marcia, you're in cool South Mississippi. All right. Sounds good. Hey, Naomi. Evening to you. CJR Raven, you say you don't do anything, but look at you. You're doing all kinds of work. Oh, 38 in Seattle tonight. Yeah. That's not all that unusual, right? I think when I first moved there, I'd only been there a few weeks, and the low was like 20 degrees or 21 degrees, and I asked the people I worked with, you know, is this normal, you know, and they all said, oh, no, it's not normal. It never gets that cold. But that is why I bought my heater right after that and got that installed, and have had that heater for, well, the same type of heater anyway now for 8 years. Because without it, I don't know what I would have done. Thank you, Oliver. You have a good holiday too. I got leftovers for dinner tonight, Calvin. I made a big vat of chili last night, so I've got quite a bit of it to eat for leftovers tonight. Yeah, you know, when I say Seattle camper fanatic, I really just mean the state of Washington, not really Seattle. I'm not so crazy about the city. I'm not crazy about any big city anymore these days, but I don't know, maybe I'll get back into Seattle. It is kind of fun to get in there for, you know, if I just spend a day or two and then get out. But yeah, it's basically everywhere around the city is good with me. Oh, Tammy, you live near Leavenworth. You know, I've never actually been to Leavenworth. The farthest east I've been was oh, what's that little town beyond the pass? They filmed that TV show there years ago. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I haven't gotten as far east as Leavenworth. I'm not sure I'd like Leavenworth so much either, but I don't know, maybe. Chippy, I don't eat turkey or any birds, so no, I won't be making a turkey dinner. No, thank you. Oh, Naomi, thank you so much. That's very nice of you, Naomi. Yeah, Barbara, I think both of you do a great job. Without you, I don't know what I would do. Well, that's good to hear, Violet. I'm glad that the surgeon is seeing everything is going well. So I guess that means you're on the right side of recovery. That's good. Ronnie, I know all about lake effect snow. So yeah, even though I haven't spent a whole lot of time in Ohio, but I know all about lake effect snow. That's not fun. Hey, why me? Happy Thanksgiving to you too. TD Hawk, how's it going? You're in the Catskills. All right. Brian, you don't like Seattle either, huh? I shouldn't say I don't like Seattle. It's just it's so busy. Tacoma says hello. Well, say hello back for me, Donna. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too, Naomi. What don't I like about big cities? I don't like driving in the crazy traffic anymore. I used to didn't mind it. You know, I used to drive through LA all the time and didn't bother me one bit. But nowadays, I don't know if I'm getting wiser or what. Maybe I'm just getting to be a scaredy cat, but I just don't like driving through big cities anymore. In Seattle, I've spent a lot of time there, but I really don't know my way around there quite as well as I maybe should. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the show, Donna Nichols, Northern Exposure. The show was Sicily, right? In the show was called Sicily, but what was the town that they actually filmed it in? That's what I'm trying to remember. Oh, thank you, Maddie. No, that's the other town from the other TV show that I don't watch, Patty, North Bend. I don't. Yeah. Oh, Susie, thank you so much. Have a meetup when I'm in Seattle? I don't know if I'll ever plan a meetup, honestly. I was hoping to go to Chrome's meetup from the Chrome project, but that's next summer, so I don't know, it's a little far out for me at the moment to plan, but that would be easy because then I'd get to meet everybody because everybody is going to be going to meet Chrome anyway, so then everybody's going to be there. Yeah, I don't camp, Brian. Camping's not really my thing. I'm a city guy, so I'm usually always in smaller cities. I tried to go to Hurricane Ridge the last trip out to Washington, and my van just couldn't do it. It couldn't get up the hill, so I had to retreat back down to I just went back down to the visitor's center and hiked around there. That little trail's really nice, you know. J.R. Raven's got a whole east wing now. Must be nice. Is Leavenworth a prison? Right, no, it's it's a cool little town, at least from what I've seen anyway. One of my coworkers used to go, they would leave their son and then have, you know, like just a little like second honeymoon kind of thing, but they would do it every year. Yeah, they loved it there. They'd go in the winter, they'd go in the summer, they'd go all the time. Calvin, one person knocked on my door one time. That's it. Made a video about it, caused a big, huge uproar. I won't bring up what the video was, but yeah, that's it. One time. Doug Berg, happy Thanksgiving to you too. Dave, the van's doing pretty good. I think I'm due for service, but yeah, van's doing pretty good. Rosalind, that's it. Thank you, Susie. Could not remember that name. I was picturing a Y, but I couldn't figure out where that went in the whole thing because I couldn't remember the name of, of the town. Thank you, Susie. Charlotte, you figured it out too, Charlotte. Very good. Roslyn. Roslyn's a cool place. Oh, Canine Rush did too. See, everybody knew. Everybody knew. She took the long way home. You just got a little typo, but yeah, you got it too. Unknown user, you got it. Yeah. Everybody knew Roslyn other than me. Hey, Teresa. My Thanksgiving plans are pretty much like always. I'm going to do nothing. Just enjoy. Hopefully it'll get quiet out and I'll have some nice quiet times and I'll just cook something. Maybe I'll, that'll be a good day to cook enchiladas maybe. Yeah, my new Sienna can do mountains now, yeah. You know, my old van did mountains fine when it was new. You know, it would go up those mountains just fine, but the last 3-4 years I owned it, things got different with it. It just didn't do so well. Oh, Papillon Man, that's terrible. I hope you get that figured out. I I say I will never buy another Chrysler product again because I've had two of them and both of them were not good for me. Camper Fanatic, yeah, he did a video maybe about 3 months ago, maybe longer, about he's got a event space out on Vancouver Island that he's going to rent out, and then everybody can go and camp there. I think it's going to be like a 3-day thing, like a long weekend thing. I don't know if he's got all the details ironed out yet, but he's planning on it being next, summer, coming up in summertime. I'm glad you like the mood lighting there. I was going to say moonlighting, mood lighting. You had a 4-foot walk, JR, Raven? Okay. Oh, I forgot about the visitor center burning down up in Hurricane Ridge. Yeah. I forgot all about that. Oh, right, they filmed in Sultan too. I guess I knew that. Interesting, you got to see them film. That must have been kind of cool. I like Roslyn. It's a cool little town. I only was there for one day. I haven't been back again, but... Oh, you cheated, unknown user. Okay, at least you're admitting to it. That's what Google's there for, though, isn't it? I'm good at doing nothing too, JR Raven. You have no idea. Yeah, I haven't made enchiladas in quite a while. You know, sometimes it's hard to find good tortillas. That's why I've been wanting to make tortillas. Like I did a video, I think that was last winter, and I had talked about, I just kind of had mentioned that like cornbread was something that I liked in the past. But I said that, you know, nowadays I prefer corn tortillas and I want to start making corn tortillas. And I still keep getting comments. Like I got a comment or 2 comments just like last week or something recently, people saying, oh, you can do skillet cornbread. And I was like, well, yeah, I know, but I want to make tortillas. That was the whole point I was trying to make. And then everybody was telling me, no, you can make skillet cornbread. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I want to make corn tortillas. I want corn tortillas. Because corn tortillas are hard to find that are good, you know, that are actually decent. There's a lot of awful corn tortillas out there, but good ones, not so much. Yeah, have a good night, Brian. Calvin there with the cheeseburger. I don't know of anywhere that I can get a cheeseburger and fries that I can eat around here. I could make it myself, I guess, but Rob on the Path. I don't know if I'll go back to Santa Rosa. It was great the last 2 winters. I really enjoyed the area, especially like Healdsburg and Petaluma. I really like. Petaluma is one of my favorite towns of any town anywhere, or city, I guess I should call it. But I don't know. I don't really want to go down that far south this year. I'd rather stay up north this year. That's my plan anyway. But we'll see, you know, how it goes. The nice thing is I don't really have to make a decision. You know, if I run out of power tomorrow, then tomorrow I leave and go find some sun somewhere. So that's kind of the way I work at nowadays. Yeah, that's true, DB Barry. We really should be taking out time. I think every day we need to take out a little time to be thankful, go for a walk if we can. At least that's what I like to do. Hey, Paula. Turfscaper, we were just talking about that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I may have to wait till next year. Next season, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Were you watching Luna Batty when he did that? Kind of put me on the spot. And I didn't say, yes, I will be there, which I know he wanted me to say, but it's not quite that easy, when you're talking about going through customs anymore. There was a time we could go up into Canada easily, but nowadays it's not quite that easy. So I don't know. And then, of course, that's out on the island. So that means a ferry trip. So there's a whole other list of things to think about. So, yeah, I'd like to go to that, obviously, but I'm just not 100% sure that I can at the moment. Don't forget coffee. Celebrate coffee too, not just food, J.R. Raven. Hello, Paula. You tried sourdough bread for the first time, Silver Wings, this week? Pam Duran, do I like wraps? You mean like tortillas? I like corn and flour tortillas, but my favorite are corn tortillas. I have not hugged any trees lately. All the trees are wet lately. Thank you, Muck Bike. Same to you. Don't mess with Barbara. She's the bouncer. Now we know. Oh, you were watching that live, Lena. I was kind of embarrassed. He called me live and asked me that. He's such a good guy. Thanks for the offer, Mike, or Muck Bike, but I actually don't eat turkey, so that's what I was saying. I'll probably make some enchiladas because that's festive enough for me. Hey, Fun Mike, how's it going, man? I've heard that over and over again from people, but is that still true, though? That's what I wonder, because everybody that's told me that hasn't actually done the ferry trip recently since the borders have kind of gotten a little more tight. There's a YouTube channel that I watch called, can I remember the actual name of it? I think Love Your RV and Boat. It's a couple that have a fifth wheel, and they normally travel down to Arizona in the wintertime to get away from the colder weather up on the island. But this year they said it was just going to be too difficult. And so they said they're just staying up on the island. So I don't know, I don't know. That's been on my bucket list to get back to the island to some point, because it's been years. I was a little kid last time I was on the island. I don't really even remember it. I just remember sort of kind of Bushard Gardens, walking around a little bit. That's about all I remember from that trip. That was 50 years ago. Hard to remember that long ago. Well, you work across the street from Oliver's. That's a store I have to stay out of, Ty, because I spend a fortune whenever I go in there. I always intend to go in there and get a salad and sit in the little seating area, and then I never do because it's always so busy in there, but yeah. Dave, I don't know Nomad Brad. I've never met him. Diesel Therapies in the house. How's it going, buddy? Hey, over coffee. How's it going? That's right. Who doesn't like enchiladas? That's what I always say. Calvin, the miles are not too bad for the age of it. I did have to put tires on it. I actually opted to put 4 tires all the way around. I got to do a video on that because the tires it had weren't good for colder weather. So I actually put 4 tires on it. It only really needed 2, but the tire shop actually bought the tires, the 2 decent tires it had on it that weren't going to be any good for me. So it kind of worked out all right. Yeah, thanks, Christopher. It's coming along slowly. Chrome's in the house. How did I miss that? Is he really? I don't see him. I'm looking. I don't know. I don't know who. Is Crumb really here? I don't see. Oh, there he is. Chrome, we were just talking about you. Sorry, I didn't even see you pop in. I hope you're doing well, buddy. I would definitely like to get up to the island at some point, but hopefully next year, and hopefully for your meetup, but we'll see about that. Doing my best here. And anybody that doesn't know Crumb, Crumb's been a very good friend of mine for a very long time. We met years and years ago up in Vancouver, back when he had a very different van. But if you don't know him, you should click on his channel. It's called the Crumb Project now. He has a beautiful van he's working on right now. Pretty cool stuff he's doing to that van. See, I think the problem is I was looking for Crumb's old avatar, and then I didn't see that, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute, different avatar. I'm looking for the wrong thing, aren't I? Hey, Nomadic Artist, how's it going? What's the difference between enchiladas and empanadas? Quite a bit, actually. I don't. Maybe somebody else should answer that instead of me. Tim, how are the solar panels working out in the low light conditions? We've actually had a lot of light. It's not been the weather's not really been all that bad yet. We've had some rain here and there, but it's not been kind of what I was expecting yet. So I've had lots and lots of power. I haven't had any issues with power. These solar panels are pretty amazing on how well they work. Today was a little dark, so you know, I didn't get a whole lot of power today, but like I pulled in more power than I used today. So, you know, that's, you know, I'm amazed by how well they're working. I'm not sure why you're asking if you're shadow banned, but if you were, you wouldn't be able to see your message typed, so that should be the answer there. Don't think you are. Don't know why you would be. Empanadas are fried, says Patent. Or it says Patton. Enchiladas are baked in the oven with cheese on top. I think that's, yeah. I think there's some more differences there, though, to them. Although, too, I think it depends on where the empanadas are from. If they're Spanish or Mexican or New Mexico style, they're all kind of a little bit different. ESP, how are you? I was just thinking about you the other day. Hope you're doing good. There's another one. Empanadas you buy in a bakery, enchiladas you buy in a restaurant. See, I think there's a couple different, or a few different styles of empanadas. But I think that's true, actually. All right, Miss Emmy. I've never actually met Emmy because I think by the time she got to Vancouver, I wasn't going up there anymore. So yeah, it would be nice to meet Emmy. That would be cool. Mexican food is pretty good, isn't it? Thanks, Lee. I hope your knee is doing well. Hope you're up and at it again. Mm-hmm. Greetings from San Diego. Have I ever been in the Imperial Valley, El Centro? Yeah, I have. It's been a long time since I've been there, but yeah, I have. I've been all over California. Hey, Lindsay, you're you're eating this Yellowbird Serrano. Awesome. I am drinking coffee. It's getting cold now, but I'm still sipping on some. Everybody likes the blue light, I guess. I almost went with green, and then I decided on blue. I guess that was the right choice. Your arm? Why did I think you? Oh, I was thinking of somebody else, Lee. Right. Sorry. My brain just ain't right anymore. Well, you know, Violet, you can rent a rig, drive out. Blaze Universal, you mean Fogline Coffee? Yeah, they're closed on Sunday. They're a pretty small company. They're not usually open on the weekends at all, just during the week. But they are at the Arcata Farmers Market on Saturdays. And then they do have like a little pop-up shop kind of thing that they do occasionally on Saturdays. If you sign up for their emails, you can go on their website, sign up for their emails, and they'll let you know when they have little events going on Saturdays. But I think they're pretty much always closed on Sundays. Although I think he goes in and works on Sundays, but you know, I think he's just doing stuff, you know, roasting and paperwork and stuff by himself. Kathleen McCormick, where are you from originally? I'm from Southern California. Lived in California for 40 some years. Chrissy, you bought some Yellowbird Sriracha and it's hot? Really? Oh, I I actually don't like the Sriracha because it's not hot enough for me. It's kind of too sweet. And one of my best friends says that the other two that I buy, the Serrano and the jalapeno, are too sweet. So she doesn't like them at all. Everybody's taste buds are different, I guess. The Serrano's your favorite too, Barbara? That's cool. Actually, I should say my favorite now is really split between the Serrano and the jalapeno. It just kind of depends on what I'm eating. Yeah, my background is I've got this light turned way up, so that's why it's glowing so much. And then I've got my overhead light here turned down a little bit so that it shines nice and dark blue. Yeah, they do. The Yellowbird does have some hot stuff. Generally, I tell people if you don't want anything spicy to buy the Serrano, but I guess maybe I shouldn't be saying that now. I am not a cat person. Really don't like cats much at all, to be honest. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I'm not a cat person. Low on the go. Oh, you're in Phoenix now. Okay. Nice. Oh, until January. Wow. Well, you did say you were going to be on a long trip, right? So, yeah, I shouldn't be surprised, I guess. I hope you like it there in Phoenix. Oh, you do like the flavor, Chrissy. Okay. Well, hopefully you can just use a little bit of it and not get too much spice. Vivian, how are you doing? Oh, you can't find the jalapeno near you? Huh, interesting. Usually, usually I can always find it wherever I buy Yellowbird. There's one, they have one that's ghost pepper, and it really is too hot, but I think it has the best flavor out of all of them. So I would usually just put a little bit, just dab a little bit of it on. So a bottle of the ghost pepper would last me forever, but I can't find it anywhere around. I don't think anybody stocks it. Alaska, how's it going? Jean-Marc, how's it going from France? Cool. We've got all kinds of countries coming in here now from off-roader from Australia. How's it going, man? Interesting. Pace hot. Yeah, I haven't had pace in a long time. Oh yeah, Yellowbird doesn't do sponsorships anymore. You know, they did send me an email and say that whenever I want some, just to let them know, and they'd send me some at any time. But I never did ask for it again. I just buy it, you know, when I need it. They're a small company, you know. The whole point that I was trying to do with Yellowbird was I was trying to get them to be more popular so that I could find them in stores when I travel, because it was really hard to find them in most stores. And like, mission accomplished. I mean, you know, it wasn't me that did it, but you know, it got to be more popular, and so now Yellowbird is kind of around a lot more stores than it used to be when I first started buying it. So now it's easy for me to buy. So that was my only, you know, that makes me happy, you know. So I don't need them to send me free hot sauce, although, you know, it was a nice offer for them to do that. Yeah, you should be making some split pea soup. No doubt. G. Nicholson, I am feeling better, thank you. Oh, I see, low on the go. You've got stuff to take care of and family. Oh, maybe I did hear you talk about your mom was there, because that kind of sounds familiar. Yeah, well, that's good. Get to spend plenty of time with family. That's always a good thing. I'm sorry, ESP. I'm just not a cat person. My grandmother had a cat when I was there visiting her last, and that cat just could not get enough of me. It would see me and jump right on my lap, and it was a really nice cat. You know, it was a great little cat, and I you know, it was nice, but not all cats are friendly to me. I don't know. It's not like I hate cats. I just am more of a dog person than I am a cat person, if that makes sense. You've been debating where I'm sitting? Yeah, so this would be the front of the van behind me. This is my divider between my back area and the cab. So the cab is that way behind me. I have to kind of set up a little arrangement here. I have my phone that I'm streaming from, and you could probably tell I'm not looking directly at the phone. I'm looking over here because I have my iPad up behind it, so that I can actually read the chats. Otherwise, I can't read the chat on my phone. My phone, the chat just disappears right away, so I have to set the phone up behind. So yeah, it's a whole little setup. So I set up this way so that I can put my stuff on my countertop. Dean is in the house. How's it going, man? Oh, Lindsay, I was the reason you found Yellowbird. Yeah, see, I mean, I guess I helped a little bit, right? Yeah. But I think they were just such a good quality product, you know. People just needed to know about them. Hey, Alvin's here. How's it going, Alvin? Maritime Madness. I never heard of it. Maybe that doesn't get too far out of PEI, huh? My cat just wanted to annoy me. Maybe. She was very nice. She was a very nice cat. She was a little tiny cat, very, very tiny. But yeah, super nice personality. I liked her because, like, I could call her and she would come over to me, you know, like a dog would. You know, most cats don't do that. So when I realized, oh, you know, she's not like a regular cat, yeah, I liked her all right. Oh, you still buy Yellowbird hot sauce, Chippy? That's cool. You get free hot sauce from restaurants. Okay, yeah. Free is better than Yellowbird prices, right? That was a nice thing about being in Santa Rosa the last 2 winters is when I needed it, I would just go to REI and pick it up. It was like $6 a bottle there. Or I could get it at like Whole Foods, which was like $9 a bottle for the same exact bottle. So sometimes I get to a town and it's too expensive and I say, no, I'll live without it for a little while until the price drops a little bit. You have a Chihuahua named Oscar. That's a good name for a Chihuahua, Susie. I like that. Thank you, Jar Bazaar. That's the same light, Chrissy. This light it's an RGB light, so I can just dial up whatever color that I wanted. I just ran around the dial and this looked good, and so I stopped at blue. I guess it's kind of a purpley blue. Oh, you learned about Yellowbird from me too, Barbara. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess I did help a little bit. That's good. Dave, the salt lamp is wrapped up. It's it rusted out a huge spot in my old van, and I don't want to put it up and have it rust out a huge spot in the new van. So I don't know if I will put it back up. I miss having it, especially at night. It was kind of nice to just have it kind of when I'm getting ready for bed at night. I'd use it, turn off all the other lights. But I don't want to rust a huge hole in the new van. I just don't want to do it. So I don't know, unless I can figure out a way to put it up and not have it destroy the new van. Oh, you too, Karen Alpine. You found out about Yellowbird through me. That's good. I like hearing that. It's very safe where I am right now. I'm in Northern California, and this area of Northern California is extremely safe. Just extremely safe. You got bit by a rabid cat? I don't think I've ever heard of a rabid cat. Wow, that's terrible. Hey, Anthony, how's it going, man? Hey, Flower. I haven't made cinnamon rolls in over 10 years, unfortunately. I used to make them all the time, but... Oh, that's terrible, Madison. Happy Thanksgiving, Brian. Oh, Leanne, things are good. We're actually opposite here, right? We're getting into wintertime, so it's a little chilly out at the moment. Today was really nice out, but at night it gets a little bit chilly. Well, thanks, Barbara. It was kind of fun doing that, but I think that'll be the last of my product endorsement days. But yeah, it was kind of fun doing that. I actually made a little bit of money doing that too, which is kind of crazy, just by talking about a product that I buy and use myself. So it was kind of the perfect thing, really. I have two favorite flavors of Yellowbird. And it just depends on what I'm using them on, but I like the Serrano and the jalapeno. Hello to you too from Winnipeg. How's it going? I think you're getting some real winter weather already, right, up in Winnipeg? I don't know if I really have a particular size of town that I stay in. It's just more about the attitude of the town. If the town has a chill attitude and they like van life people, then yeah, then it's good for me. Sunny days, yeah. The wet air, that's what does it. If you're in damp air, then they drip and stuff. It's not good. And nowadays I'm usually right by the ocean, so that's why I don't want to put my salt lamp back up. You too. It's nice seeing all of you saying that you found out about Yellowbird from me. That's cool. I like national parks. I just don't like having to do the, it's a little bit difficult with some of them. Not all of them, but some of them it's a little bit difficult getting in nowadays because you have to sign up ahead of time and make a reservation. So like the ones that I've been wanting to go to, you have to make a reservation during the summer, not in the winter, but during the summer. So maybe that's something I can do now. But like, yeah, I mean, like my last trip up to the Seattle area, I went out to Olympic National Park. I did a couple of videos out there from Olympic National Park. So, I get out to national parks now and then. Oh, cool, Mustang. I hope you're able to find a Sienna for yourself. I think there's lots on the market. They are a little expensive. That was the thing that kept me from buying one for quite a while, but there are quite a few on the market, it seems. At least if you're in a bigger city. Yellowbird's more expensive in New York City? Huh. I didn't know that. Although New York City's expensive, period, right? Hey, Wendy. And Timo, how's it going? Yeah, Anthony, I guess it does kind of look like a recording studio. I won't sing though. I won't do that to you guys. Well, Kyle, I'm glad you did a good job on my Sienna. Thank you very much, because it's been good to me so far. Oh, you haven't gotten weird weather yet in Winnipeg. Okay. I thought I heard somebody say it was snowing up there, but maybe I was thinking of someplace else. Sometimes I get confused. Yeah, I always found cinnamon rolls to be easy to make. I never used a recipe necessarily. I would just kind of wing it, and they always came out really good. I used to make cinnamon rolls a lot back when I hadn't had an oven. Lived in a house and had a real oven. I'd make them a ton. That was one of my favorite things to just kind of throw together. Especially like on a Friday night, if I had a really bad work week, I'd get home on a Friday night and I think like, I'm just gonna make cinnamon rolls, that I'd have them for Saturday morning when I'd get up. You're just in the Bay Area, nomadic artist? Cool. Mario, I think the better way to pose that question is, would I ever do a meetup? And then just end it right there, put your question mark there. I'm not really good at planning on stuff, so I don't know, probably not, because I'm just not a good planner. But I enjoy talking to people when I, see them out and about. I was just talking to some locals here that I met. Did I meet them last year or the year before? I forget. Last year, I guess. Really cool couple, and I saw them, they're out walking by the van. So, I like talking with people, but organizing a big meetup, I don't know about that. Oh, you're down below freezing and where you are, Violet? Yeah, I kind of expected that. Oh, you had some wacky weather up near you too, I think. I saw. What do I enjoy most and what is the hardest thing about van life? What I enjoy most, that's a big list. It would take a long time to get through that list, but I probably the first things that pop into mind, I like being able to move to a new area and just being able to see some variety, have some variety, but I also like being in kind of comfortable temperatures. I don't like being too hot or too cold, so that maybe that's why that comes into mind first. The worst thing about van life, the absolute worst thing, is throwing out garbage. There's nothing worse. That's an easy thing to answer. That's really about it. There's not a whole lot bad about van life, but yeah, throwing out garbage is terrible. Like, it's just that I have a tiny little trash can that I got from IKEA, and if I'm not careful, that thing fills up and then I'm in trouble because, like, I got to go find a trash can somewhere. And some places don't have trash cans ever. You know, you just can't find a trash can to throw your stuff out. So back in the day, I used to just dump my trash whenever I filled up with gas. But I hardly drive anymore, so I can't really do that. Yeah, we'll see about the solar, Violet. I'm noticing already that I probably don't have enough battery power. I don't know about the panels. Probably the panels aren't going to quite be enough. I don't know about that yet, but I'm assuming that they're not going to be quite enough. But what I can tell already is I don't have enough battery power, reserve battery power, because I just have that one battery. It's 100 amp hours, and it's just not a lot of power, you know. Then, you know, it got me through last year just fine, but I was down in Santa Rosa last year where it was sunny all the time. So, yeah. Hello, Roseanne. I'm doing good, thanks. I hope you are too. Calvin, no, I don't usually look at Google for recipes. I mostly just cook stuff that I know nowadays. I don't really cook anything that I don't really know, so I don't really have a reason to look up for recipes anymore, it seems. Don't we all get confused? I don't know if we all get confused, but I sure do. The Xylus can opener is now down to $67.50. That's a great price. I don't think I'd buy it. I know I said just buy it, but I don't think I'd buy it. A great grandmother? Wow, that's awesome. That is very cool, Violet. Hello from Scotland. How are you? You made my split pea soup today. Excellent. Hopefully you made one a little more ambitious than mine. I was just trying to show that, you know, you can make something pretty easily if you wanted to. But I did have a few people say, you know, you could have put carrots and onions and celery in there. It's like, yeah, I know, I did that on purpose. Although they did have carrots, onion, and celery because I did put that stock cube in it. So it was in there. Cinnamon roll therapy, yeah. I guess that's what it was, wasn't it? Hello, Postal. You're getting some snow in Erie. Yeah, I guess that's the time of year, right? Hopefully it's not a terrible winter for you. Oh, Kim, 18 in Alaska. Wow. That's a little too chilly for me, honestly. I don't care for snow either. I mean, it's pretty to look at. Maybe in your Christmas card, it'd be nice to look at the picture, but yeah, I don't want to be in it. Thank you, Happy and Healthy. Yeah, Madison, I'll throw trash out in a store parking lot if I'm shopping at that store, but I'm not going to use their trash can if I'm not shopping there. So there's kind of the dilemma, because if I'm shopping every day, then it's easy. I just throw my trash out on my way into the store, but I try not to get in the grocery store every day. Otherwise, I'm going to spend a fortune. So it's very easy for my little tiny can to fill up. So today I actually went to a park because I was right near a park. So I just went to the park and threw it out because I didn't really have any choice, and it was overflowing, so I had to do it. Dave, I don't know if I'm going to be going back to Santa Rosa. I think I talked about that just a couple of minutes ago, but yeah, I'm hoping to stay up north this year. But I don't know. I play it by ear. It's just something I play by ear. If I run out of power up here, then I've got to go find some power somewhere, either head east or head south. And then if that happens, I'll consider going back to Santa Rosa. But as good as Santa Rosa's been the last couple of winters for me, I was stationary for such a long time over the last 2 winters that because I really couldn't drive around anywhere, that now that I can drive a little bit, I would rather just maybe go someplace new. So I don't know. Santa Rosa's a pretty nice place for a lot of reasons, but it's just it's not the only place there is to be, I guess, is what I want to say. Yeah, I can't handle a pet at the moment. There's just no way. Too many issues going on. There's just not a way for me to do that. Do I think it's harder or easier to live my lifestyle now compared to when you first started? I think it was kind of difficult at first, just because I was still kind of getting the van worked out. I started out with a pretty basic van, and then over the years I added more and more to it. Like I didn't have a heater in that van for the first year, which kind of boggles my mind now. There are a lot of little changes that need to be done. So like, even though I was in Southern California for the first year and a half, it was, winter was cold still without some kind of heat. So there's little things that needed to be changed and fixed and set up. So, I mean, I think it's easier now because I've got stuff kind of figured out. Like when I bought this van, if you don't know, I had a different van for eight and a half years, something like that. And then I bought this Toyota Sienna, moved into that, and I basically just copied the design of the old van into the new one. Although since this van is bigger, I had more space to add stuff that I kind of wanted to do in the old van, that I didn't have room for. So it's a little slightly different, but it's basically the same design. So it was quite a bit easier setting this van up, even though I'm not done with the building at all, not even close. But I think it's, having a little bit of experience is a little bit easier, as with everything else in life, right? Well, Lee, you can put up pictures into a video form and put them on your YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel because you have a YouTube name right now, right? So you do have a way to do that. I'm world renowned. Oh yeah, I guess you'd be used to lots of snow, Lindsay. I don't like it either. Hey, nomadic artist, have a nice night and have a great week, or have a great Thanksgiving too. Hey, Mary Beth is here. How's it going, Mary Beth? Yeah, I do sort my trash if there's recycling about. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of places I travel that don't do recycling. They just don't do it. So yeah, sometimes there's no way to sort it. But yeah, if I have the opportunity, I definitely do that. You're doing van life in Saskatchewan, really? Well, okay, I guess if you're in a heated garage, I guess that would make it a little bit easier. But yeah, that'd be rough. Well, Lee, I'm not good at this online stuff either, but I'm doing it, right? Here, I'm doing it. Thanks, Tim. I'm getting older, so, I'm always going to have little things to deal with, but yeah, I appreciate that. I'd like to keep drinking coffee. I was off of coffee for quite a long time, so now that I'm back to drinking it, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm feeling quite a bit better, Mary Beth. Should be $14. Well, of course, the 19 ounce, that's a larger size, isn't it? But still, wow, that's outrageous. Hey, Rick, happy Thanksgiving to you. Galaxion, I'm doing pretty good in solar. Last year I had to go down south, and here, because I'm usually by the coast, and I'm usually kind of far up north. I'm usually kind of in what's called the Pacific Northwest, even though it's California. It's still the Pacific Northwest, so we get the same weather that Seattle does. So I did have to go. Last year I did have to go down south because I did have a different van then and different solar on same battery though that I had last year. I have this year, so we'll see. I'm just feeling out the weather at the moment because I've got new solar panels that do seem to work better in this type of weather, but I'm guessing that I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to have to either drive east to get to some sun or drive south. And, I've got that choice. I can go either way. I actually drive closer if I go east. I just go over a mountain range and then I get to a sunny area. Well, I mean, yeah, I can understand being nervous about a camper fanatic, but I guess if you've got a place to be, that'll make it easier. And then, just got to figure out your heating solutions and all. But yeah, I know a lot of people do it, but I couldn't. There's no way I could do it. I could have done it when I was, 20 years old, but I can't do it now. There's just no way. Hey, Northern Sparrow, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving there from Australia. Well, a van dweller from Australia. All right. Thank you, FH. I appreciate that. Happy holidays. Yeah, I don't know, Chippy. If it were that much, I don't think I'd ever buy it again. I think I'd just wait until I saw it on sale somewhere. You know, I like Yellowbird a lot, but it gets to a point. It's kind of like there's some coffees that I really like, but I look at the price of them and I just think there's no way. I can't be buying that. There's other coffees that I like, nearly as well, so that I just buy those. And I'd probably have to do that with Yellowbird if it got that expensive. Dave, that would be impossible for me. There's no way to do electric heats the way I do my electrical system. 100 amp hour battery would give me heat for a few hours if I did electric heat. It's not possible. I would need probably, if I had maybe a tractor trailer that had solar panels on top of it and then several batteries, then yeah, I could do electric, but no, it's not. You can't, there's just no way to heat with electric with solar power, at least not up here. I could do, like, if I were down in Arizona for the winter, I could maybe if I bought maybe like 4 more batteries and maybe, 3 or 4 more solar panels, I could do electric heat using solar, but yeah, it's just, I don't have the space for it, there's just, you need a lot more sun to generate that kind of power for heat. It's just not possible on a small vehicle. You got sticker shock patent with the Yellowbird too, yeah. It does depend on where you buy it. If you can get to an REI, it's much cheaper at REI. A lot of co-ops sell it for a better price too, but the bigger stores like Amazon and Whole Foods, it's the same business, but it's just outrageous there. Yeah, Fort Bragg is very expensive, Louis. Really, really expensive. It's absolutely worth it, though. It's worth every penny getting to be in Fort Bragg. It's just a beautiful place. Oh, I see, Chippy. You do have other places you can get it. Yeah. Well, it does go on sale at Whole Foods quite often, I think, because they need to kind of rotate their stock. So if it's sitting on the shelf for a while, they'll put it on sale. I have noticed that. What are my top 3 places to be? Boy, that's a tough question, actually. Humboldt County, my favorite place. Probably Mendocino County, my second favorite place. And my third favorite would be, well, I'll call it Seattle, but, Washington State, especially the Olympics, the Olympic Mountains, probably would be third on my list. Hey, Russell. No, I'm not going to do anything real fancy for Thanksgiving. I won't be in Olympia, but thanks for the offer. I have a friend that lives near Olympia, so if I do get up in the area, I'll be going to visit her. But yeah, but thanks for the offer. Hey, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you, and have a nice night. I appreciate it. Claudette, no, I normally stay really close to the ocean, so it's usually pretty mild here. We can get down like frost warnings, but it's very rare that it actually gets freezing temperatures, and it really almost never snows. I mean, I wouldn't say that it would be impossible to see snow, but it's pretty rare. Thank you, RW. Galaxian, I think my heater does on high like 3,000 BTU. I'm not going to be in really cold weather, so I don't need it that much. But I mean, it's done me good at below freezing temperatures. It's kept me warm, plenty warm. Albertson sells Yellowbird for $6.99. Really? Huh. We don't have any Albertsons in this area, but we have Safeway around here, which I think is the same store. I think it's owned by the same store, and most of them don't have Yellowbird, which is kind of odd. Some of them carry it, but I think it's $8 or $9 a bottle. I think when I do see it in there. Hey, Daniel Morrissey, how's it going, man? Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. No, Arthur, I don't have a fishing license, so I don't fish. Oh, you go out to the Forks area, Susie? Yeah, that's awesome out there. A little cold this time of year, but very cool out there. Hello, Anacortes. That's a cool place too. Talking about cool areas to visit. Anacortes is a really nice place. Hey, Angela, glad to have you here. Thanks so much. Hope you have a nice night, and thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that. You got frozen your van overnight? That's terrible, J.R. Raven. Well, Chippy, most of my friends didn't want me living in my van either. I had 2 friends that were on board with it. Everybody else, friends, family, everybody said, no, it's not a good idea. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, and now it's almost 10 years ago I've been doing it. It's worked out all right. Hey, Pam, happy Thanksgiving to you. Yeah, that is true, Kat. It is a little humid here since I am right by the ocean, so it does sometimes feel a little bit colder than the temperature would indicate. But I mean, still, it doesn't get very cold here where I stay. I did get the last couple times I was in Washington visiting friends, I left too late and I got snowed out the last couple of times. Didn't see a ton of snow, but any snow to me is not good. So any snow is too much. Hey, Tim. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, Robert, I'm feeling much better. Thank you. Wendy, I have a friend that has a wood stove in her van, but she has a full-size van, so she's got a little more space for it. But it's really tiny. So she was saying like she's got to really be careful about how she fills it up so that it lasts as long as it can. But she does have to get up in the middle of the night to refill it if she wants it to be warm in the morning. So, you know, she loves it, but she said, you know, it is a lot of work. If you don't mind the work and getting up in the middle of the night to feed the stove, they can be good. Oh, you got some Humboldt Bay coffee, Lindsay. Awesome. I hope you like it. I've never tried their holiday blend. It's been raining ice where you are, J.R. Raven? That's crazy. Wow. I didn't think it got that cold there. Oh, Amy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Amy. It's very nice of you. How long have I been on? I'm starting to get uncomfortable. 123 minutes. When I'm starting to get uncomfortable, I'm realizing I'm leaning forward more because my eyes get dry and then I have a hard time seeing, so I start leaning forward to try to read the chat. And my backside's getting tired too. Oh, thank you, Camper Fanatic. You really shouldn't have done that. You should be putting that money into your van, getting set up. Oh, you're used to the wood stove life, Wendy. Okay. Hey, chill man. How's it going, man? You are a little late, yeah, because I'm thinking about winding down, I think. Anthony, I've never done boat life. I'm not sure that would be the life for me. I don't have sea legs, so I don't think that would go too well. I've inspired you so much. Oh, that's cool. I really hope it goes well for you. Although I think getting a garage is probably the best idea if you're in that environment. I know it gets pretty cold out there. Yeah, Kat, I don't drink any at all because I always park on a street somewhere, on a public street. So I really, it's just not a possibility for me to drink. Plus with my health issues, I just really can't drink anyway. So I hadn't had a drink in probably almost 10 years. So yeah, at least 10 years, maybe a little more than 10 years. Oh, Madison, thank you so much. That's funny. Well, thank you to everybody. I really appreciate it, and it's been fun talking to everybody. We should probably wind down because I am getting tired. The good news is, though, I did think ahead, and I parked in a spot that gave me good cell service. So hopefully the video quality was decent. But also, I don't need to move tonight. I'm parked on a street somewhere, so I can just stay put tonight. So I don't have to go anywhere. So I can go right to bed if I want to. I gotta eat dinner first, though, don't I? Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Well, thank you, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. Yes, happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. And I don't know when I'll do another live stream. Maybe another one near Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll get back to regular videos next Monday. So thanks to everybody that's been chatting and hanging out. And thank you to the mods, Raven and Barbara. I really appreciate all your help. And, oh, we just got another. Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate that. It's very nice of you, Anne. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. Yeah, I'm glad to see you, ESB. I was wondering how you were doing because I hadn't heard from you, so it's good to know you're doing all right. And hope everybody else is doing great, and we will talk to you soon. Next Monday, back to videos, because they're so much easier on me than these things. Anyway, thanks everybody for chatting and hanging out. I really appreciate it.